Mercedes-AMG Interview Lounge.
So here we are in the Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge, and Josh Groban just barged in.
Drops in on us.
Let me in. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Oh, I cannot complain. I've got my health, I've got music, I've got a bowl of dry life cereal here that I've been just kind of crunching out of every so often, and so life is good. I've got some crumbs on me, but otherwise I'm good.
So Josh is joining us in beautiful Los Angeles. I'm in New York. I'm rarely ever here in the studio. Usually I'm at home, but I had to come to the city today, so I'm here.
Yeah.
And then Gandhi is at her sister's house.
Hello.
Okay.
In Columbus.
Oh,
Yes.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
That's where my dad's from. I got lots of relatives there.
Nice.
Froggy's
Great
in his
city.
guest bedroom in Jacksonville, Florida, and Danielle's in her basement in suburban New Jersey.
Hello.
We're all over the
And
place.
I who knows where I am with this gray wall? I could really be anywhere.
You
be.
could be. We'll just fantasize about where that could be. Okay, so
I have a space for radio.
Josh has an album out. It's I think your 9th studio album.
It is. It's I think back to it's been almost 20 years now that I've been doing this, and I still feel nervous. I still feel excited. And when my first album came out, nobody, least of all me, thought that there was kind of a popular space for it. And so all these years later, to be able to sing songs that I love and warble for you and get up at the crack of dawn and talk about it, it's a lucky thing.
But what's great about this album, by the way, it's called Harmony, and it's out right now. It's a lot of you do classics really well, but you decided to devote an entire album to classics, right?
Yeah, I mean, my last album had been very personal. Did a lot of writing and co-writing, and you develop a bucket list of songs that you've wanted to do for a long time. You realize sometimes, for me, singing the classic songs, like really classic songs, has come a little bit later in my career. I did the Broadway album, and I think it's because they scare me. It takes me a long time to build up the confidence to finally tackle them. You got to have a little life experience. You got to feel like you've sung them enough on stage where you have them in your body. And so these are a lot of those songs that I've been kind of scared of and wanted to do for a while, and fans have requested for a while. So, I finally felt like we had the right kind of, what is it? The zhuzh, the zhuzh behind
The
it
zhazh.
to do them.
Yeah.
The
Some zhazz.
zhazh, yeah.
I can't even imagine you thinking you couldn't pull off some song like
Right.
that. You couldn't do it.
Oh, I'm the first person when a classic song comes my way that will first ask those questions of why me? What does anybody need this? And I have to kind of dig my way out of that maze in my head of kind of self-doubt sometimes. And a lot of times it's the arrangement. A lot of times I'll sing it. I'll say, it's fine. And then you'll hear the way that an arranger brings in a French horn part or a string part or something. And you'll say, oh, I can wrap my voice around that. This is something different. Because you always want to honor the original, but then you also want to make it your own. And so it's in some ways a lot trickier than writing your own stuff.
Have you ever done
uh,
one have you ever done one and then decided later on down the road, no, that's just not for me. I really can't pull that off.
Oh, sure. I mean, the thing is that in the early stages of the recording process, it's really weird because you have songs that you nail in karaoke or you nail in the shower, and it's just, you've wanted to do them for a while and you say, it's finally time to record these. And then just for whatever reason, my humps just doesn't feel as relevant, when the full orchestra kicks into high gear. So I don't know. Yeah, there are those, and then there are the songs where you're pleasantly surprised. Before we went on air, we were talking about "Impossible Dream." That I'd always thought of it as kind of the big, broad, inspirational with a capital I kind of thing. And I've always loved the show and loved the song, but always kind of thought of it in terms of that, you and me, a staring contest kind of a song. And I didn't realize just how powerful and how poignant those lyrics were, and especially right now. And that a lot of these songs did that, especially with quarantine and everything the world's going through politically. We found deeper meaning in these songs, and so it was really quite amazing to sing.
It's funny. A lot of these songs most people your age probably never heard them. I mean,
Right.
You are actually digging into some classics. I mean, true classics, like Both Sides Now from Joni
Yeah.
Mitchell. Does
I did that with,
any of you know
Sarah
Both
Bareilles,
Sides
yeah.
Now? Gandhi.
No.
No.
See, if you heard it, you would.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a classic Joni Mitchell song. She did it once when she was very young, and then she re-recorded it when she was older. And it has this incredible wisdom to it. It's a song about perspective. I've loved it a long time. Sarah Bareilles and I are both really big Joni Mitchell fans. So that song came about late in the process where I texted her and I said, hey, we might have a little more time here. Would you consider doing this song? I feel like, the message of this song is something we've all kind of been through right now. And then there's the stuff that really kind of just makes me feel old, where I remember it as like a song from high school, a song like Angels or the Robbie Williams song or Shape of My Heart. I remember listening to that song at the the movie The Professional with Natalie Portman, and I'm listening to that song in the credits and go, oh, this is a really great song. And you put these songs out there and you see on Twitter people being like, oh yeah, no, this is a real oldie. Like this is when I listen to the oldie station now, I'm like, that's freshman year of college.
Yeah,
What's
you're
going
oldie.
on?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny how that works?
They're playing like 50 Cent now. Like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, it's true. So you know what?
That was It's Your Birthday by
Yeah.
My goodness, yes.
You know what?
When
It
we
seems
come
like
back, mustache tips. Yes.
it seems like a million years ago when we would run into each other in restaurants in town, and now that restaurant you have to eat outside. You can go there.
Remember restaurants?
Yeah, remember those?
Oh man, we are old.
But also, didn't you have a big string of concerts set at Radio City, right?
Radio City, yeah.
And-
yeah, I did a residency of one night.
Is this true? It was just one night?
It is, yeah. Yeah, it wound up just being one night. We had, and we still have. We've postponed them, but we're all just kind of winging a prayer right now. Radio City did the most incredible and brave thing. They kind of gave me the stage to do whatever I wanted with for as many shows as we wanted to do. And so we wanted to create this like anything goes, lots of songs, lots of improvisation, guests. We kind of did some pre-taped bits as well, but we just wanted to celebrate New York. We wanted to celebrate that iconic venue that's been such a good luck space for me. And we did the one show and then, we were going to do one a month and then lockdown. So, it was a real special night.
Wow.
Dr. Ruth was there. It was Valentine's Day. Dr. Ruth
Dr.
was
Ruth.
with us on Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Dr. Ruth.
Oh my
I'm
God.
getting turned on just talking about her.
See,
Remember
Ma-
Dr. Ruth? We're old.
I remember Dr. Ruth. But wait, I was actually coming as a guest one night. What was I going to do?
Oh, we were gonna. Well, you were just. I just wanted to invite you to do whatever you wanted. You could have sat in the audience and just enjoyed. You could have kicked your feet up. You could have come on stage and had a chat. We could have done some impromptu duetting.
Stupid COVID ruined my debut at Radio City.
Yes.
Damn
Elvis,
it.
the night was yours. You could do whatever
Damn
you
it.
feel like. We had a miniature pony to ride. If you wanted on stage. We had all kinds of fun things and treats.
Now you're stabbing me in the heart.
Oh my
Hey, so
Well, look.
what are you doing for the holidays?
I will be, so funny. I read an article that like small turkeys are sold out right now. Did you hear about this? Because
Yes.
everybody's kind of eating alone and like eating less turkey this year,
Yes.
which I find so funny because I just like to think of all the like fatty fat turkeys that have just been like gobbling all year thinking, well, my time's almost up. And they're just thinking to themselves, what in the world? I'm free,
They ate their way to freedom.
They live their best life. They stuffed their turkey faces for like 3 years straight, and now like nobody wants them. So I will be eating a small turkey. My parents are here in LA too, but because I have a live stream that I'm doing on Thanksgiving, I don't want to go from that to just hanging out with them. It's not enough time for me to like quarantine and take testing and all that stuff. So we, of course, all will be tested and separated during the live stream. But even so, my parents are in their 70s and, we're taking the advice to like, don't push it, And so I'll come by and I'll wave to them and, we'll compare turkey legs from a window, but it's going to be bittersweet.
Just roast a chicken. I mean, if you served a chicken, would anyone know the difference?
No, like a
Wait,
Cornish hen.
Yeah.
there's a smaller version of a turkey. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember?
a guinea fowl?
I feel like someone's going to stab me if I say the term guinea fowl. It sounds like I'm offending someone.
Listen, we're virtual. We can say guinea fowl all we want. What are they going to do? Poke the screen?
You're right.
We're safe.
I can feel the screen poking as we speak. So when you were a kid, do you remember coming up with a wish list every year?
Oh yeah. I mean, my wish lists. I put the kid from A Christmas Story to shame. Like I would write out like here's why, and I 9 times out of 10 I didn't get socks. I got socks, and I got like if I wanted a drum set, I got like drumsticks, and they'd be like, well, keep hitting the floor, and maybe one day you work your way up to it. Which was great. My parents were amazing, and I got to have a lot of exposure to music and things like that. But they also they made me work for it. We didn't have stuff just thrown at us. So but I did enjoy the process of asking Santa. I did enjoy the process of thinking about the perfect adjectives to describe why those drumsticks were so important to me. I might get a splinter. Who cares? It's for art. And I went for it.
On your wish list, drums.
On my wish list, drums. Yeah, I eventually did get a drum set later on in life, but yeah, no, my wish list revolved around just kind of, I don't know, Mad Magazine and video games.
Remember Mad Magazine?
Alfred E. Newman.
Remember Mad Magazine? We're old.
Yeah, we are old. Well, today is Macy's Wish List Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
You can go to Macy's.com/holiday gift guide, and you actually have a lot of Black Friday stuff under $20 at Macy's. Keep that in mind.
If you want to run through some of the items they have, I can wax poetic about them. Otherwise, we can talk. Do they make a under $20 guinea fowl? I
hope so.
It's on my list.
I hope so too.
I want to play a song from the album, though. I want to play a song
goodness.
from Harmony.
Sure.
Like
I'd be
what would
delighted.
be appropriate for us to play?
Oh,
he's
God.
here. Josh, what should we play?
I don't know, Elvis. What are you in the mood for? Are you in the mood for a classic? You in the mood for an original? Are you in the mood for something upbeat? You in the mood for something more dramatic and tearjerker?
Wait, you said
what do you think?
Is Angels on this? Is that what you said?
Angels is the classic, the Robbie Williams song.
I love
Robbie,
that song.
by the way,
Love that
the
song.
coolest guy. I'm always so nervous, like I said, about recording these things. And he retweeted the song, and he sent me a bunch of roses too in the mail. Apparently, he found my address, and I found roses on my front door. And
That's
just
so cool.
bless you, Josh. Love you, Robbie. What a ledge. What a proper ledge.
I love that. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. All right, we're going to play Angels. Josh's
Great.
album for all ages. It's called Harmony. And it's got, I know all the songs on this album because I've been around a while. But
Yes.
I love the fact that you have this great space where you can do these songs. And people are experiencing these songs for the very first time, even though they've been around for 1,000 years.
It's a really cool thing, to be able to introduce people to stuff. You want to give people what they want. You want to give people stuff that they didn't know they wanted. And with these songs, they pass onward. They don't pass on like they've died. They pass onward, and they're meant to be reinterpreted. So I'm so glad people are enjoying it, and hope people like the songs.
And you're the best at doing that. Next time we'll be in the same room, and we will not be wearing masks.
Yes, we will.
That's just the way it's
That's
gonna
right.
be one
That's
day.
right.
All right. Thanks for coming on with us today, Josh. We
Happy
appreciate it.
holidays to you, my friend. Thank you so much for having me on, and stay safe out there, guys.
You too. Hope to see you soon. Take care.
All right. You too.
Bye.
Bye, Josh.
Bye.
Here's Angels. This is from Harmony.
The Mercedes-AMG Interview Lounge.